The first Europeans to get a look at Taiwan were the Portuguese. And as soon as they saw it, they called it the beautiful island, Ilha Formosa. In 1590, they arrived and set up a trading settlement on the north coast. The next Europeans to turn up were the Dutch, who built their center on the southwest coast. The Spanish and the English also saw Taiwan as a great place to do business. So did the emperors on mainland China and Japan. Taiwan has always been open for business. Most people spend their days working, which leaves their nights free for shopping. As a result, the cities of Taiwan have some of the world's most interesting night markets. The vendors pay little rent, which allows them to offer lower prices than traditional shops. The markets sprawl out over dozens of streets, opening at 7 p.m. and going on until sunup. They offer lots of different things: clothing, shoes, watches, and they are always jam-packed with vendors. Chen Hong is the host of a popular local television program about food and my guide to the market. Every time I come by here, there's a long line. What are they doing here?
Yeah, we're waiting to pepper cat. Pepper cat.
Pepper cat?
Cat.
Like a pussy cat?
Yes.
Okay. That's pork?
That pork mix the pepper and spring onion.
And they roll it in like a dough?
Yes.
Everybody loves it. It's a big deal?
Yes, the smell is very good.
Right. And they cook it in like an Indian oven?
Yes, very same, but the smell is different.
Very good taste.
You like it?
I like it.
Yes, me too.
What's this?
Tomato.
Tomatoes.
Tomato.
That's tomatoes too?
Is
Fried.
Fried, yes.
Fried tomato, fresh tomatoes and fried tomatoes.
Yes.
What are the stones for?
Stone.
Just for like good luck?
No good luck for massage.
Ah. I feel better already. What is she doing?
The fried tempura. Tempura is Japanese food. The seafood to mix.
Oh yes, it's all like a puree of seafood.
Yes, then to fry.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, very sweet.
And what are they cooking here?
Shabu shabu.
Shabu shabu, I
Shabu
know. Okay. I always remember that for 50 years,
Yeah.
Taiwan was controlled by the Japanese.
Yes.
So there's a lot of
Mixed.
Japanese influence
Yes.
there all of the time. A small candy store?
Flour tea.
Oh, these are to make tea. What are these?
Rose.
Roses.
Dry rose. You can mix dry lemon and this
And ginger?
ginger. Yes, you can try this one.
I put this in the wine.
Yes.
Shoshin.
Yeah.
I didn't say it right. But
整肠健胃，帮助消化。Next, I recommend this one, the seafood soup.
seafood soup.
Yes, seafood soup. This seafood is very fresh. So today's seafood to use the soup mix very fresh.
The stuff that's here, is this special night market food or people eat it all the time?
Yes,
All the time.
all the time. In here you have the 30 years ago already.
Would you make this food at home?
Yes,
You would?
yes.
Okay, very interesting. Taipei is the capital city of Taiwan and one of the world's major economic centers. which means that every major international retailer has a store. But there's very little point in buying something in Taipei that you can get in your hometown. You want to take advantage of what's unique to the country. For traditional Chinese items, you can visit Section 1 of Diwa Street. The shops carry all kinds of dried foods and Chinese herbs, equipment, and crafts. This section of Taipei offers a nice contrast to the modern areas of the city. The buildings date from the late 1800s and often display architectural details that indicate what's for sale inside. The ginseng roots surrounding the top window tell you that this is an herbal shop. If you'd like to take home something that is both very Chinese and unique, you can get yourself a chop. A chop is an essential piece of equipment in Chinese culture. During my first visit to Taiwan, which was in the early 90s, I was given a Chinese name. They wanted it to sound like my English name, but also have special meaning. My last name became Wu. Sounds like wolf, but it's associated with storytellers, and because I was a journalist, I decided I was a storyteller. My first name became Bo Da, so Wu Bo Da is my name, and it's close enough for government work. As soon as I got my name, I got a chop, which is a block of material with your name engraved on the base. You put it into a little red ink, and then you stamp it on whatever document needs your official signature. Pretty cool. Name chops date back thousands of years to a time when most Chinese were illiterate and needed a simple form of identification. Even though today 93% of Taiwanese are literate, the tradition continues. Without a chop, it is difficult to enter into a legally binding contract. It's used for bank accounts, safe deposit boxes, even land sales. Engravers work with many different materials: wood, plastic, stone, metal, and jade. You might also enjoy a visit to the weekend antique market. Every Saturday and Sunday, hundreds of vendors set up small tables and offer their stuff. It's virtually impossible to tell if you are looking at a rare and valuable object or just something that is being cleared out of somebody's closet. Where's the Antique Roadshow guys when you need them? Anyway, there's lots of stuff here, and all prices are subject to bargaining. You could always talk your way into a 10 to 30% discount. I was particularly interested in the jade area. Since the 11th century, the Chinese have worshipped the Jade Emperor. And when they started mining jade commercially in the 1700s, it became the country's most precious stone. Jade is usually thought of as a green stone, but it's also found in white, red, yellow, and lavender. The most highly prized jade is a clear emerald green, and it comes in a variety of shapes. Jade in any form is worn for good luck. Taiwan is also motor scooter heaven. So many people here own motorbikes and motor scooters that you'll find a wider selection of equipment in Taiwan than just about any other place in the world.
Taiwan makes lots of motorcycles and scooters, and they make lots of aftermarket parts for your scooter or motorcycle. So I came here to get some things to make my bike cool and different. I'm going to get a muffler, I'm going to get a cool iridescent windscreen, maybe some lights and some metallic parts to put on the bike to make it original.
In my somewhat misspent youth, I was a serious biker. Not quite in the class with the guys in the American Chopper television series, but I was heading there. For a somewhat more refined shopping experience, you can stop into Art Asia, a shop that carries fine Asian art and antiques.
This gallery is quite special in Taiwan in that it sells not just Chinese antiques, but antiques from all over Asia. So I have in my gallery Indian art, Indonesian art, Cambodian art, Burmese art, and even art from Africa. I think this is possible because the Taiwanese are very open-minded to other cultures. Perhaps this is from their Japanese influence, and perhaps because Taiwan is an island, they are very curious about other countries.
In the West, we tend to think of the Chinese martial arts in the context of the kung fu films, like Kill Bill and Hero. But in fact, kung fu means time and energy spent in cultivating an art. A woodworker can have good kung fu. So can a cook or a dressmaker. It's all about developing a skill. On any given morning, at the crack of dawn, you will see hundreds of Taiwanese practicing Tai Chi, which is probably the most popular of the martial arts. This is not about defending yourself against the evil master. It's more about keeping your body and mind in good shape and defending yourself against the negative effects of aging. A good place to study the martial arts is the mainland Qigong Cultural Center, where they teach the ancient art of lining up your body and mind with the way of nature.
The difference between Qigong and the regular exercise is that Qigong works on breathing techniques. In Qigong, we cultivate our Qi, or breath, whereas regular exercise simply works on muscle development. Qi is the foundation of martial arts. It will further reduce the risk of injury, and therefore allow us to continue to excel in martial arts. Qi also enables us to grow stronger and stronger, and bring more power and energy into martial arts. And no matter how old you are, you can still practice Qi.
A bigger circle is like one integration everything, like your body movement, your power, your mind, and sometimes you find your body rhythm and become the very, very peaceful and organized together. So this one can train you become really the one, and then trigger out your body the potential, some kind of spirit, some kind of energy.
So it's about a martial art and fighting, but it's also about a sense of control of your own body and your ability to focus on things.
Yes, because even Chinese, every kind of things, but including martial art, we all try to combine the Tao. Sticky hands are one of the Bagua the high level training way. They use the body the render tempo, circle the tempo, and come out of your body the way the hand move the wave and train you sensitive. So two ways. Once they use the arm the sensitive and circle, find out the opponent the weaker point. What point you can push him, lose
Looking for the weak spot.
Yeah, lose the balance. And another thing is sometimes you have not movement, but body movement find the balance. So hold the circle become the one. So this is that we call the small circle equal to bigger circle.
Now you'll show me
Stick a hand, stick a hand here. Yes. And then, no, you must follow me because this one, I still control you. This don't come out. And then this one come out, and then quickly, this one. And then when I do this one, I say, if it's too fast, I will catch you because of your ankle. So this one,
two hands. I'll never be able to do this. Wait, I'll show you something really good. Put your hands up. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go like that. Okay, now like that.
Okay, okay.
We've exchanged valuable information. The secrets of the Chinese martial arts have been handed down from master to student for thousands of years. They believe that health and longevity are the true goals of the martial arts. They also point out that the martial arts can be used to protect you from dangerous enemies. But the man whose internal powers are strong normally never has to fight. His power is so evident that no one dares challenge him. Traditional Chinese medicine believes that a good doctor should first try to cure an illness with food. Only when that fails should medicine be prescribed. Years ago, families retained a family doctor who would be paid a monthly fee and make regular visits to the family. When someone fell ill, the doctor was held responsible. Gary Lin is a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine.
We judge a person's body health by 4 situations. First, we will check how do he look like, color of face, and looking the situation about his tongue. You see, the tongue is just like a middle of your body soul, body health. And the second, we will listen and smell. And the third, we will ask some question of you to check what is going on. Like the first question, when do you go to sleep?
When do I go to bed? 10 o'clock. 10:30. Yeah.
10:30. Yeah. And when do you wake up?
6.
6 o'clock. Okay, the fourth step is to check the pulse. Doctor will use 3 fingers on each wrist of patient, and every single finger has specific meaning equal to heart, liver, and so on. Now I will make a brief conclusion about your body situation. I think you have something problem with your kidney just because the color of your face look a little dark. Your liver is just okay. Your kidney pulse become upper. It means your in is decreasing now. So it means you work too much and you maybe need more good rest. Too much work.
Are you guys all paying attention to that? Okay. The doctor said too much work, okay? I'll see you.
Okay.
For thousands of years, the artists of China have focused on how people relate to nature. And it's still an important theme for contemporary artists in Taiwan. The work of the Cloud Gate Dance Theater is a perfect example. Cloud Gate is the name of a 5,000-year-old ritual dance. It's the oldest known dance in China. In 1973, it became the name of the first contemporary dance company in any Chinese-speaking community. The company is made up of 24 dancers who are trained in Tai Chi, meditation, martial arts, Chinese opera, modern dance, and ballet. The first time I saw the Cloud Gate dance troupe, they were at the Brooklyn Academy of Music in New York City. The performance was extraordinary. Ever since then, I have been a devoted fan of their work. Hand puppet shows have been part of traditional Chinese entertainment for hundreds of years. Puppet masters, using their unique multiple voice talent, enacted complex legends. Tales of chivalry, passion, and humor were brought to life. These days, the Huang family not only carries on the tradition, but has also used modern technology to advance the art. In 2000, with a budget of over $1 million, they produced The Legend of the Sacred Stone, a movie that gave the world a glimpse into the infinite possibilities of the puppet show. They also attracted young audiences by introducing stories that use kung fu sequences and characters that travel through space and time. They even have their own television channel. Once again, an interesting blend of ancient Chinese content with modern technology. traditional Chinese calendar is based on the movement of the moon. The 5th day of the 5th lunar month, which usually falls during the western months of June or July, is the date of the Dragon Boat Festival. The festival comes with a magnificent story. In the year 300 AD, there was a great poet, much beloved by the people, who was also an advisor to an emperor who was not so much beloved by the people. He got so fed up with the incompetence of the government that he took a big rock, held it tight to his chest, and jumped into the river. The people rushed to the river to try and save him, but it was too late. Then they tried to find his remains to give him a proper burial, but they couldn't. In order to keep the sea creatures from eating what was left of him, they began to throw rice into the river, hoping the fish would eat the rice rather than their beloved poet. The anniversary of the event was marked by throwing rice into the river. But after about 200 years, the ghost of the poet showed up, expressed his appreciation for the annual offerings of rice, but pointed out that very often the rice was stolen by the monster that caused floods. The ghost asked that the rice be wrapped in leaves and tied with string. It seems that leaves and string, both of which are high in carbohydrates, were not on the flood monster's diet. Since then, eating dumplings filled with glutinous rice and wrapped in bamboo leaves have been part of the festival. The dragon boat races commemorate the search to save the great poet. They also demonstrate the Chinese devotion to cooperation and teamwork. Dragon heads and tails are on the boats. Taoist priests bring them to life with incense and firecrackers. Each boat has a helmsman, a drummer, 22 oarsmen, and a flag catcher. Teams come from all over the world to take part in these races. The process of elimination produces a winner. There are over a dozen important ritual holidays in Taiwan, and they fall throughout the year. So no matter when you are visiting, some festival will be going on. A festival designed to enhance your well-being and drive off evil spirits. For Travels and Traditions, I'm BURT WOLF.
You can watch this program and link to hundreds of other BURT WOLF programs free at burtwolf.com. There's information on how to tour the same places, plus Burt's slightly irreverent take on history and culture. It's all at burtwolf.com.
The Spanish and the English also saw Taiwan as a great place to do business. So did the emperors on mainland China and Japan. Taiwan has always been open for business. Most people spend their days working, which leaves their nights free for shopping. As a result, the cities of Taiwan have some of the world's most interesting night markets. The vendors pay little rent, which allows them to offer lower prices than traditional shops. The markets sprawl out over dozens of streets, opening at 7 p.m. and going on until sunup. They offer lots of different things: clothing, shoes, watches, and they are always jam-packed with vendors. Chen Hong is the host of a popular local television program about food and my guide to the market. Every time I come by here, there's a long line. What are they doing here?
Yeah, we're waiting to pepper cat. Pepper cat.
Pepper cat?
Cat.
Like a pussy cat?
Yes.
Okay. That's pork.
That pork mix the pepper and spring onion.
And they roll it in like a dough?
Yes.
Everybody loves it. It's a big deal?
Yes. The smell is very good.
Right. And they cook it in like an Indian oven.
Yes, very same, but the smell is different.
Very good taste.
You like it?
I like it.
Yes, me too.
What's this?
Tomato.
Tomatoes.
Tomato.
That's tomatoes too?
Is
Fried.
Fried, yes.
Fried tomato, fresh tomatoes and fried tomatoes.
Yes.
What are the stones for?
Stone.
Just for like good luck?
No good that for massage.
Ah. I feel better already. What is she doing?
The fried tempura. Tempura is Japanese food. The seafood to mix.
Oh yes, it's all like a puree of seafood.
Yes, then to fry.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, very sweet.
And what are they cooking here?
Shabu shabu.
Shabu shabu, I
Shabu
know. Okay. I always remember that for 50 years,
Yeah.
Taiwan was controlled by the Japanese.
Yes.
So there's a lot of
Mixed.
Japanese influence
Yes.
there all of the time. A small candy store?
Flour tea.
Oh, these are to make tea. What are these?
Rose.
Roses.
Dry rose. You can mix dry lemon and this
And ginger?
ginger. Yes, you can try this one.
The first Europeans to get a look at Taiwan were the Portuguese. And as soon as they saw it, they called it the beautiful island, Ilha Formosa. In 1590, they arrived and set up a trading settlement on the north coast. The next Europeans to turn up were the Dutch, who built their center on the southwest coast.